Hey everybody, Omega Alden plays Civilization 6. Gathering Storm continues with our Sumeria playthrough. We have just eliminated Mongolia from playoff contention here. We are looking to clear this top area and kind of start expanding to fill out some of our available turf. I'm thinking that a decent spot to settle might be in here. We could get a pretty good campus immediately adjacent to us if we were to settle like right here. You could go here and then buy this tile as well, and then we could potentially get a canal through there if we wanted. So I'm looking at that area, thinking that that's pretty good. We're at war with Cleopatra and Kupe, who are far enough away and I'm not concerned. We're looking to upgrade our war carts to knights. And speaking of that, there was a video put out with patch notes or like a patch overview of changes coming in June, which for those of you keeping notes, that's this month. So there are a series of changes coming through, and I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to impact me recording this in particular because I want to make sure that the patch doesn't come through mid-recording, which means I'm going to be trying to record like all of this before the patch hits. So unfortunately, that means that I won't be doing this probably day to day like I normally would. I'm going to be trying to get through it all. We were sending him to get the niter, but we can fix a couple things along the way here. So we'll fix these tiles on the way to picking up the niter. But yeah, the patch notes look amazing. I'm just worried, I don't want a patch coming through mid-game and ruining whatever we have going. Like, worst case is that the game doesn't even function correctly anymore for that. I will not accept your demand, sir. Best case is that it's just a weird transition. But I'd rather, not run into it, is basically the gist of what I'm telling you right now. So I'd like to try and make sure I'm free and clear by the time patches roll around. So, I don't know, like, if it comes out this week, I'm going to try to get this thing recorded, ASAP. And then from there we'll see. So we're at war with Kupe and Egypt, but I really think we need to be fighting. We need to be fighting Mvemba over here. So it was 170 to upgrade. So in 5 turns we should be able to upgrade another one of our guys to a knight. It's gonna take a little while to get everybody into position here. Excuse me. Oh, there's a barbarian camp over yonder that we should deal with. You took some heat. Let's start getting you healed up. We should be fine taking this camp out over here with these 2 gentlemen. I think they can handle the situation appropriately. But if you haven't seen the patch notes specifically, it's a big amount of changes, and that's why I'm especially thinking that it might mess up the save game. There's things. It's the diplomacy changes, which is cool. The new diplomatic victory setup sounds more interesting to me. They increased the number of diplomatic points you needed, but they also added a whole bunch of ways of getting diplomatic points. So it sounds like a much more interesting setup to me. What else did they do? They increased the production of a lot of like non-hill things. So lumber mills are now more production. I think maybe, I don't remember. More improvements, lumber mills, improving stone, like those things give more production. So you don't just have to rely on mines like we currently do, which is pretty interesting. Along with that, they made it so you could, at some point, put lumber mills on jungle, which I'm pretty hype about. Let's see. I really need to put something down here. Maybe we should be getting an entertainment district in here. Let's see. We could get decent coverage. Maybe not so much. If we could place up here, it would be okay. But it's only like 6 range. So if we put it in here, we could probably hit our capital and get something going there. I'm okay with that, except I don't really want to buy a tile for it, and I don't want to use these. So we've hit a conundrum. We should be able to make harbors. I feel like a harbor might be a good fit in bad Tiberia here. So I'm gonna make it possible for us to do that. Alright, I'm just gonna put you on watch over here. Cover that area to make sure that we notice Egypt coming through. And yeah, I really think we should look at obliterating our friend Mvemba here. Not that he deserves it, he's just the usual suspect. He's very close to us. He's got decent territory. I think he's... Where's he rating on the old scoreboard? He's in second place. He's tied for first place on the scoreboard. So, you know, he's a prime candidate for being dealt with. Proximity is usually the main argument. But being at the top of the scoreboard definitely puts a target on your back. You got to be ready to deal with Omega once your score gets too big. You start getting too big for your britches, and I'm coming for you. So we could upgrade this man to a swordsman. He's gonna be able to be upgraded to a musketman soon. So I don't think we need to waste. You can do a single transition to musketman, right? I don't need the iron in the mix. Not that we're running out of iron by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just thinking out loud here how this thing will work out for us. Okay, we should be able to upgrade this man in 2 turns. We're bringing everybody on board here. What else was in there? Oh yeah, they cheapened the cost of several late game buildings. Tier 3 buildings were oftentimes just not worth building, so they've lowered the cost of some of them. And I want you guys to stay here I want you guys to protect the edge of our territory. That's why I built you. That's what I want you to do. But yeah, tier 3 buildings such as you know, your research labs. It looked like they were making a lot of those things better. Different power buildings might be better in a variety of ways. Very good looking changes. I don't know, like with the addition of more power and cheaper buildings, or not more power, but more production and cheaper buildings, maybe we'll see those things being more useful. There are also changes to the tech tree, which are going to be, I mean, they're going to be interesting. One of the changes is to, let's see, just show it on here real quick. So Stirrups is now connected to Apprenticeship as of the patch, which means to unlock it, you have to have picked up Pottery, Writing, Currency, and Apprenticeship. So 4 new required techs to get to Stirrups, which is a pretty big change. Definitely slows down a lot of people there. And then the other one was replaceable parts is now a prereq for chemistry. So that means you need replaceable parts, you need economics, and I think you already needed banking to get there. But yeah, you need these two now to get into chemistry. So it slows down the tree progression a little bit. I don't know how that's going to play out in a lot of these games. I'm digging the fact that, you know, they're adding more production to things that you would otherwise just instantly chop. If you can make it an interesting choice of like immediate gain versus long-term gain, and where the long-term gain actually pays off, then I think you've designed a good system. The problem is that immediate benefits are usually, not always, but usually just more beneficial than long-term gains. There are exceptions to that, but in general, I think that's the case. That's why chopping and Magnus is so effective, because it gets your stuff out there from the get-go, and then you can, you know, when you have units, when you have buildings faster, everything starts to happen sooner rather than later. So it kind of is a compounding thing. So hopefully this might strike a little balance there. That would be interesting if it does. I don't know if it's going to. Just saying it'd be nice if it did. The one thing, like masonry, stone is something I always chop. Other than to get like an initial bonus or rare cases where there's no other production around. It's basically a guaranteed chop. If they can make it so it's not a guaranteed chop, then they're doing good things. We will eliminate this camp and then send our crossbows up to help. Okay, so you cleared, or you fixed a bunch of these things. We want you to get the gunpowder. Let's fix this and then grab gunpowder along the way. Good job, buddy. You're doing great things. So he has a couple cities with walls.
The real use of gunpowder.
We have gunpowder now. Do we need... He's in a golden age, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, he's in a golden age. So we are going to be contending with superior loyalty pressure when we go in. So I do think we want to keep... We want to keep our policies for garrison units. We should probably grab Praetorium, which we haven't had for very long. And then I still want us to be getting more builders going. So I'm fine with serfdom, I think. Yeah, I'm fine with serfdom. And I definitely still want the discounted upgrades, because we've still... we've got you at least. We're actually running out of war carts that need upgrades. I think that might have been the last war cart. But we still have this man to get upgraded. Who did we get? Oh, El Cid is here. He could form a core, or we could just have our bonus. I think we just want the bonus. Having a core is excellent, though. Thank you, El Cid, for showing up. It's good to see you. Okay, we'll get you to snag this. And then shoot this boy. Apparently you just obliterated him. Nice job, my friend. I'm actually impressed. It looked like you were going to get him down to like 13%, but you weren't messing around. I don't want to mess with you. You're too good. Alright, so these are 48 melee strength. The cities here, 36, 36, 33, 33. So as far as overall defense, and 26 right here, we should be able to kind of roll through here, but I want to get my knights in place first. So let's make sure we're not alarming him here. Take just a little step backwards. keep them away from the border. You must make an effort at building ships and projecting your power across the seas, or no nation will respect you. I mean, that was an excellent time to get attacked by a galley. Just to hammer home that I don't have any naval defense. You're just like, bam! Here comes a galley. I respect it. We have one governor title to spend. I'm gonna pick up Harbor Master. We're building our settlers in Al Malik. We wanted a couple of them just to kind of work on gaining some of this turf here that we've gotten through ill-gotten gains by fighting and defeating Mongolia. They deserved it. You know they deserved it. So, you know what? I was saying we would just leave these guys behind for defense. And maybe I should. But at the same time, I want this push to be as effective as possible. Can you just quit, sir? We have a lot of faith and nothing to spend it on. That's alarming. We should definitely figure out something to spend it on. Can you make... You can't make another government building. We're about to get exploration. Okay, so you should be able to get the tier 2, which includes... Question mark the religious building? If it has the religious building, we should probably pick that one up. I'm trying to remember. That is tier 2, right? I'm pretty sure it's tier 2. What are we doing? Let's get a market in I am Ignignot. I am Another barbarian menace camp down here. Alright. We need you to work on your own crossbowmen to handle this situation. Is that understood? Is that acceptable? I think it's acceptable. Alright, so I think I'm going in next turn, and we maybe should have gone in earlier because it's now 41 defense here. It doesn't have walls or anything like that, so it's still a relatively easy get at this point. Let's go ahead and chop some jungle. I mean trees. These are just regular trees. Just kill yourself on my city. That's fine. You see how much I care right now. So one of the parts of the diplomatic victory changes is that you earn diplomatic victory points by successfully being a part of resolutions, which is pretty cool. So like, if you can figure out what people are going to vote for and get it, or if you can make something happen for yourself, like if I can lock this in here, then I would get it. But bandwagoning is going to be a method of securing diplomatic points, which is an interesting mechanic. And I'm hyped to try out, you know, another diplomatic game once they've kind of
and all I ask,
tweaked this thing. All right, I think we can press the encounter over here. Also, I mean, you've made a mistake. Get condemned. There is no safety for you here. No solace. Okay, I want to kill troops. I should have declared war because I'm standing in his territory right now. We are no strangers to war. So this guy can't attack this turn. This guy can provide a little adjacency for us. Alright, where are we going? Let's get in here. Stay with our... put you closer to the city. You don't need to be there for that city, though. What am I doing? Some sort of case of madness. Alright, picking up bombards at this point would not be a bad idea. Let's go for metal casting. And we definitely need you guys to have a general. Go ahead and wound that man. Part man, part catapult. He's a were catapult. Alright, thank you, city walls, for providing me some defense against barbarians. I much appreciate it. No, that's not the button I wanted to press. I wanted to just end your turn. So we get our niter now that we've repaired everything in the area. How are our knights looking? Look, oh, they're doing excellent here. They're not even breaking a sweat. A stunning victory. I'm gonna put you here, actually. We should have had you there a second ago. Get him! The killing fields are open for business. And you've actually placed a fortification here, you monster. How dare you? Gotta get our guys in here. Get them ready for battle. My friend, what's your goal here? Oh, we can get harbors. We want a harbor in the city. Yes, +3 harbor. We'll queue that up right after the monument. You might also make decent use of a harbor, if I do say so myself. Drop it right here. Once you get your building, that's fine. You know, one step at a time. No rush. We're gonna chop this. We want that market done ASAP. We could have a decent industrial zone placed right next to this. That would also be nothing spectacular from a commercial hub, but it's an okay spot for it. I feel like industrial zone right here, commercial hub right here is maybe the way to go. Although we could make use of this as well. We could have a little cluster. Nothing wrong with a little cluster over there. It's a friendly little cluster. What are we building here, though? We got a campus. We need housing. I don't like having to drop an aqueduct, so I'm not gonna do it. All right? That's fair, right? Let's get a knight instead. Coming for you. I see you over here, missionary, trying to hide from my scout. You cannot hide from my scout. He's coming to get you. Right. Kill that man. 5 turns for the crossbowman. He's gonna be the hero this area needs. So my boys here are doing just a fine job of taking shots from the wall. 7 turns is what we're looking at to gain 8 era score. +1 era score for constructing a building that provides science as a base yield. +1 for any Eureka that we can score, we can secure. Kill a unit with a spearman, no. Earn a great sign, build a lumber mill. So build a lumber mill, that's an easy point. Build 2 harbors, not likely. Have the guild's civic, seems unlikely as well. So I think here's a point. We've already secured all of these. We could buy, we can't buy a library. Can we trade with you? 22 gold per turn. Yeah. I like the way you operate, Gorgo. You're doing good things, and I appreciate it. Alright, so I don't know if we're going to be able to secure this. If we go after this camp, that's 3 points. So I was saying, you know, we would just let the crossbowmen handle it so that I could get the knights. Stop highlighting that man. I'm going to send you to the city instead, sir, because you're frustrating me. We get rid of this, that's 3 points. Or should be like 3 points. Can we get more science buildings anywhere? Or can we get like a large enough bonus from something else? A +3 bonus from an industrial zone would get us, I think, 3 era score. Because we haven't done that, certainly. We would need like a +3 culture bonus from a theater to get the bonus there. We also haven't built a holy site, so a holy site is a potential win somewhere. How long is our harbor? Is too long. That's not in contention. Plus it has to be like a +4 harbor. Something along those lines. Alright, I'm gonna bring you here just to make sure we have a spot for our buddy. I'm gonna put you over yonder. Can we get you up here? Yeah, we can. Alright, let's clear out some of this rabble. I don't really want to fight that fight, so we'll send him off. That's a good hit against a wall. Something I can respect. So this warrior can't be upgraded until we have 20 Niter, and that's going to be 9 turns away. So close to taking the wall out. It was a good attempt, my friend. Oh, come here, missionary. What are you thinking? You would dare to run in between all my knights? You mad man. Okay, he needs to level up. I do want to kill that, but at the same time, I don't know if it's worth the investment. I think I'm just gonna focus on the war front. The war effort is the most vital part here. Can you manage to take those 4 points off? You've done it. You're a legend. Okay, hopefully he doesn't die before he gets to use that promotion. I'm begging. Do not die, my friend. Now, let's get you out of the way so he can take that spot. That spot is meant for him and him alone. Okay, placing a lumber mill. That's a point. So let's do that instead of chopping. El Cid, keep up the good work, my friend. You're holding down the fort, and it's appreciated. I'll get rid of that apostle. You guys, are you ready for this? It's a pike. It is scary. But we'll get you right next to it. Square up against it, and then go for the jugular. Heal up, please. You don't have a chance to heal. Not a fan of that. Alright, let's get rid of you. Can we get rid of... Let me swap you two real quick. There we go. He has been deleted. Deleted. And this man... Let's see. You guys can't attack this turn. So next turn, maybe you'll be the one to take the city. And you can heal up inside. To get maximum effectiveness from our encampment over here, we definitely should have walls built. Battering ram, you've done an excellent job. You're pulling your weight. You're always the star of the show. Okay, so 4 points for a library. Or 4 turns for a library, that's a point. That'll put us 6 points away. This should be 3, and this should be 3. Hopefully we can kill this man without losing one of these knights. Get condemned. I don't know what you're thinking. You're a madman, sir. You brought another victim up to my knights. This knight's gonna snag it, actually. He knows what's best for the area here. He's like, you gotta condemn him. You gotta get rid of him. No questions asked. And I trust in my knights here. They've done an excellent job throughout the course of this adventure. They started as our beloved war carts. We'll keep the city. Rebellion's not bad right now, actually. 28 turns. That's a very achievable situation that we're in. Overcomeable. That's how you say it. Let's send him or her specifically. Miss Raina. Send her over to just secure some loyalty, because that's important. Alright, you should build a library. We're not going to be able to rush it, probably. Maybe we can. I don't know if we're going to need to. The option is on the table of buying that in 4 turns. Oh, it's more expensive than... No, it would need 8 turns. I lied. Plus 4 turns is also not enough. So, there you have it. You desperately need a granary over here. But you're also in the attack path, and therefore you should get some walls. Find some more of these apostles and whatnot to gank over here. I feel more comfortable if we get you guys healed for 1 more turn and then go in. Feel slightly more comfortable with the attack.
Don't judge someone.
Yeah, it's a much better attack right there. So, my friend, I'm gonna put you here, and then yeah, I think that's a good campus spot over yonder. So be aware of that. Be ready for it. Pick up shipbuilding just to be able to cross into the water. Could come in handy. Maybe not. Might not come in handy at all. Oh, I mean, seriously? Egypt? You're making things too easy on me. You're making me a very efficient killing machine. Which is what I like. So thank you. We still have 5 turns before we can upgrade that gentleman to a musketman. Alright, we'll get you a watermelon and an arena. That's okay. I'm just gonna have him hang around here and gank people. He's a ganker. That's his job. That's his career path in life.
There
And
is
he's very
nothing
good
but
at
a
it.
pla-
Exceptionally good at it. That's why we put him in the role to begin with. We saw potential. We get you guys close enough to do some good over here. The answer is yes. So El Cid, I left my wallet in El Cid. It's actually El Segundo. It's a different story altogether. Okay. We picked up the ability to have bombards. We don't really have a lot of opportunity to use that, but you know what would be great? Is upgrading our crossbowmen to big bad field cannons. That would be an excellent use of our time and resources. You gotta get rid of this. There's our 3 error score. Did we not get 3 error score from the industrial zone? My plan failed me? My plan failed me, guys. I thought you would get... Did we already have one? Have I failed my mission? Or is it just... Industrial zone? Industrial zone. I thought it was the first 3 adjacency bonus industrial zone would get you. No? I must have misremembered. It must be a 4. You must need a 4 adjacency. That's a bummer, guys. We need 3 points. We've yet to build a ship. We could buy a galley next turn. But how do we get the rest of this? We need 3 points, and I had a horrible miscalculation. Never mind. We're fine. Next turn we get exploration. We switch governments. We get a +2. But we do probably need to buy that that galleon to secure this thing. But all right, I feel like we're back in good hands, in good shape, feeling good. That was briefly a scary thought that we had just completely butchered that. That's a +4 over here. That's not bad. Some might say it's actually pretty good. But I think I'll take the +3 that also potentially helps my campus. So let's work on that. Alright, let's take a look at the scoreboard. We're at 359, which is second from the bottom. 476 is Mvemba, who we're fighting, and he's at the top. Cleo's at 459, 440 or 455 from Gorgo. 2 unmet players still. We're getting 82.8 science per turn. Mvemba's at 61 unmet player, 42 for Cleo, 58 for Gorgo, and 12 from Kupe. As far as culture goes, 48.8. And at the top of the chart is 56.1 from Cleo, 109 from Gorgo, 90 from Mvemba, and 17 from Kupe. So Kupe is not a threat whatsoever. He hit us with a galley like a fool, and then he ran off. And I still don't understand how these people are earning tourists when they haven't met everybody. If you haven't met me, you haven't met everybody. And I thought you had to meet everybody before you could start getting tourists. Maybe I just don't understand how cultural victory actually 100% works. I wouldn't be surprised. It's very convoluted. Cleo's at 3 of 7. So it is good that we're murdering her apostles and missionaries over here, because I want to make sure she doesn't establish dominance over us specifically, because she's got the Congo, she's got herself, and she's got Gorgo converted. And Gorgo had Catholicism, so they're missing out. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. Like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.